Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So I haven't done any videos in a while, so I just thought I'd do a little update and sort of show you what I've been up to. So I've been making this sort of little workspace in my shed here. Put a shelf up, I've got a magnetic strip there, some tools and that on. Yeah, just made it a little bit of a sort of working area really. Got a vise there and just everything I need up on the shelf there. So just going to show you a few little projects I've been doing recently. So I've been getting into these cigar box guitars. This one's going to be like a number plate one. Yeah, so I've got just a number plate sort of sign there, magnetic pickup, and it's going to have a one of these bridges. So these are 3-string guitars, and then this is just one that I did yesterday. This is going to be a solid body 3-string guitar. So I've just cut this with a piece of scaffold board. So that's just sort of rough shape that I sort of sketched out. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. So yeah, it's a magnetic pickup. I've got volume control. That's the jack for the cable. Volume control and the bass and everything. So this one's just kind of evolved really. It started off as just a ply box, and then I was going to just put the sign on it, the number plate, and then these were like, this was actually sound holes here, so it was going to be like a sort of acoustic resonator. And I made the box longer than the number plate on purpose so that I could have these areas here with sound holes, and then basically it's just evolved and it's ended up, I painted it. I got some of this like electric guitar paint. I painted it in this blue. It's had a few coats of that, but it needs a final coat, so I've done a little bit of filling on it, just filled a few areas. And then to be able to get this magnetic, it's like a humbuck style pickup, a bit dusty, but to be able to get that sort of in place and mounted in, I've had to notch it into the neck. And then I had to add these little bits of wood on the side here, so that's sort of taken up that space that was like a sound hole. So but that doesn't really matter now anyway, because it's now an electric guitar. So yeah, so that's that. So that's one I'm working on. I had to just cut out a little bit of the numbers there where it was raised, just to get this to sit. So that sits like really flat now. So this is I think this one's a 25-inch scale. So the way it works, if you're not familiar with cigar box guitars, is you measure the distance from the nut, the front nut, which on this guitar is there. That's a 0 fret. So you can use anything for the nut really. Some people use like a bit of threaded bar. Just cut a little bit of threaded bar, and then whatever the distance is from the nut to the 12th fret, which on this one is 12, so it's there on mine. That's a 12th fret. You can't see because I got tape on it, but these screws, that's the fret markers basically. So I've just used screws for fret markers. But you can, yeah, some people use like bits of like, they just inlay bits of like pearl and stuff like that. But I'll just use screws. It works fine. So yeah, the 12th fret's here, so the distance from the front nut to the 12th fret is the distance that you set your rear bridge. So you measure that same distance, which is about 12 and a half. Yeah, if it's a 25-inch scale, I think it's 12 and a half inches. So you measure off your 12th fret, then back, same distance, and that's where you set your rear bridge. So it depends on the scale of your fretboard. So yeah, so this is a fixed adjustable bridge, but some of them have like what's called like a floating bridge. So you could use anything. So say for example, this pen was the floating bridge, that would sit there, or at the 12 and a half mark, the strings would then go over it and they'd attach on the back here, and then you just to get you, when you're tuning to get your intonation, you just move your bridge up and down to get your into your correct spot. But on this one I've gone for a like electric guitar style fixed bridge, and you can adjust them anyway. So you've got to get like a higher action, you can adjust with these little, you've got these little Allen keys here to move these up and down to get the distance of the strings sitting above the frets. That's called your string action, so you can adjust them. So if you're playing like with a slide, you can make your string action higher and stuff. So that's that, yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I will I'll keep you updated on these projects. So these are the little machine heads I've gone for. It's like this sort of like antique sort of copper effect machine heads. So they're going to sit in there, poking up through once I've done all that, and then it'll just be ready for the strings then, and then I can plug it into the amp and yeah, have a little go. So this is actually the third one I've made now. I've got another one that I've made for myself that I use quite a lot. Yeah, they're really good fun. And as I said, yeah, this one's going to be a solid body, so once it's all finished and sanded up. So this was, like I said, a piece of old scaffold board, and where I've got this split here, what I'm going to do is fill this with resin, and I'm going to get like a coloured pigment, like a blue or something, and I'll probably bang a little wedge into the back there to open this up, and then I'll pour some resin in with like a real nice colour in it, like a blue or something, blue resin, and yeah, and then I'll sand it all back and oil it, and this will come up nice. And this will probably have like a it's kind of acoustic guitar style shape, but it's going to be like, it'll have a magnetic pickup like that one, a humbucker style pickup on it. I've gone more down the route of sort of electric guitars now, these little free string guitars. So yeah, that's a couple of little things I've been up to, and yeah, I'll keep you updated and I'll show you the finished products. But until the next time, thanks guys, thanks for watching.